Hello dear learners, myself Miss Mandakini Holkar, working in Department of Pharmaceutics. Today we are going to focus on our unit number 4, that is antibiotics affecting topoisomers, under the chapter of antimicrobial agents. In this chapter we are giving our special focus on quinolones. Quinolones are bacteriostatic synthetic antibacterial agents, okay, that used to treat the urinary tract infection in humans. These quinolones are inhibit the action of bacterial DNA gyrase enzymes. The most out of these all quinolones, fluoroquinolones are used in clinical purpose. In these fluoroquinolones, there is a presence of fluorine atom at bicyclic system at carbon number 6 or at carbon number 7. Next, we are giving a special focus on SAR of quinolones. In SAR of quinolones, there is a presence of carbon number 1. There is a presence of N1 substitution group. Okay. At carbon number 3, there is a presence of carboxylic group. At carbon number 4, there is a presence of oxime group. Okay, so now let's start our first point. If we are going to substitute at N1 position, this is N1 position, which group is, if we are going to substitute ethyl, butyl, cyclopropyl or difluorophenyl group, then effect is a potent compounds. Okay, if we are going a modification at carbon number 3, this is a carbon number 3, presence of carboxylic group. If we are going any modification at this group, then activity will be decreases. Which activity? Antibacterial activity will be decreased. If we are going to replace this carbon number 3 containing carboxylic group by the isothiazole group, then it give a modified compound which having a 4 to 10 times greater activity, in vitro activity, than the ciprofloxacin. Okay, now if we are going to made a changes in carbon number 4, this carbon number 4 consists of the oxo group. Okay, if we are going to replace this oxo group by the 4-thioxo or sulfonyl group, then activity will be lost. Okay, next, if we are going to incorporate at any group at the carbon number 5 position, where is the carbon number 5 position? This is a carbon number 5 position. If we are going to any substitute any group, then it prove that it improve the antibacterial activity. In the sequence of, if we are going to substitute a methyl group, it shows the better antibacterial activity than the fluorine atoms, and if we are going to substitute hydrogen atoms, it shows the better activity than the OH group. Okay, point number 6, if we are going to incorporate fluorine atom, where at the carbon number 6, if we are going to substitute the fluorine atom, then it shows the better antibacterial activity. Okay, the sequence of group is a, if we are going to substitute the fluorine atom than the chlorine atom, then activity will be more than the chlorine atom. Okay, or chlorine or bromine atom. If we are going to substitute the methyl group, then CN group, then activity will be more in case of the methyl group. Okay, now next slide is also represent the SAR of quinolones. In that, if we are introducing piperazine moiety at carbon number 7, where is the carbon number 7? This is a carbon number 7. If we are going to substitute the piperazine moiety, then it is compatible for the activity. It shows the antibacterial activity. If we are going to substitute at carbon number 7, this is carbon number 7, which group? Fluoro substituents. If we are going to attach at this carbon number 7, then it offers good potency against the gram negative pathogens. Okay, this point is very important. If we are going to substitute the fluorine atom in which position? At carbon number 8 position, then it shows the good potency against the gram negative pathogens. It also improve the oral absorption. Okay, if we are going to substitute the methoxy group at carbon number 8 position, then it active against the gram positive bacteria. Getting? Now last point is a linking of N1 group to the N1 group to the carbon number 8 position. That is, this is our N1 group, this is our carbon number 8 position. If we are going to link these two groups, okay, that is a oxime group, oxime ring, okay, then it leads to the active compound. The name of this compound is a ofloxacin. Okay, this ofloxacin, it shows a good antibacterial activity. This is a slide, this is a one slide that represent the all the points we are previously learned. That is, this is a structure of quinolones. Okay, if we are going to substitute the N1 substitutions, then increases the overall potency. If we are going to substitute these groups or these rings, cyclopropyl rings, difluoro rings, okay, or allyl substitutions. Okay, next point is if we are going to substitute NH2 group, OH group, or methyl group, then it increases the gram positive activity. Okay, if we are going to substitute the if we are going to substitute fluorine atom at the carbon number 6 position, then it increases the gram negative activity. Getting? If we are going to substitute the any group, which group? Piperazine ring, it will increases the activity against the gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Getting? And at the carbon number 8 position, it increases the anaerobics and gram positive activity. If we are going to substitute this ring or fluorine, chlorine, oxygen, or methoxy group, or CHF2 group. Okay, this single slide represent all the points that are learned in previous slide. Okay, this is the I also involve this slide also in this presentation because it is more easy to mug up. Okay, this group is essential. Okay, position number 2, 3, and 4 is essential for the DNA gyrase, for binding the DNA gyrase. Okay, position number 1 is essential for the partition coefficient and drug potency. Okay, this position 5 number position is essential for the gram positive activity. Yeah, carbon number 6 essential for the bacterial cell wall penetration and DNA gyrase affinity. Carbon number 7 is essential. This position is involved in the spectrum of activity. Okay, and carbon number 8 is involved in the spectrum of activity, including anaerobic, including anaerobic activity. These are the structures of quinolones. This is nalidixic acid, enoxacin, ciprofloxacin, and germifloxacins. These are the references I have used for preparing these presentations. Thank you very much. If you are having any suggestions regarding the presentations or regarding any points, please suggest me, and this is my email ID. Thank you so much.